Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome. Hello. You're gonna have to forgive us for any jank. There will be a lot of it. This is the first episode you're seeing, but technically this is session 3-ish. 3, 4, I'm getting mixed reports. But I don't trust any of them, so I'm gonna say 3. A little recap of what's happened so far, what you've missed out on. The party that you'll meet in a second, I'll let them introduce themselves. Our intrepid adventurers have tumbled their way through a village of werewolves, saving pretty much no one, making a tavern go out of business. They were whisked away into the horrible choking mists that surrounded the village, and wandered for days, lost and confused, dragging their, broken bones and bleeding bodies towards the only village they could see. Once they got there, what they thought was civilization was actually some sort of backwater, wishy-washy strangeness. Trying to be the good guys they are, they attempted to save 2 kids, only to have their noses bloodied by the death house. They spent a night in an inn owned by 2 lovely ladies that may or may not have taken their hair for suspicious occult reasons. We rejoin our party at the old church on the hill, looking to bury the old mayor of the town on behalf of a new friend of theirs. I'll have them introduce themselves. We'll start with Sean. Sean, you go ahead, mate.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm Ronan. I'm a paladin of what the hell was her name? Saloon. She's like the god of the moon and shit. It's lovely. That's about. Ain't really. I'm a paladin. Level 3. We're all level 3.
Paladin.
All level 3 at the moment.
Yeah, level 3 human paladin.
Yeah.
Standard man.
Yeah. I'm a standard boy. Who's uses kind of the like the moon energy.
Yeah, like
the god
holy
moon
magic,
energy.
Moon. Yeah.
Yeah, as my like
Yeah,
radiance.
it's like solar energy, but nowhere near as efficient.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like my that's what I cast through.
Yeah, the power of the moonlight, which there's a lot of. Lucky for you, you didn't pick sunlight, so you're all right.
Yeah.
Ryan, you want to go next, mate?
Yeah, I am playing Rodrigo, a warlock of an unknown patron. He's not yet been found out yet. Yeah, level 3, just trying to get out of this hellhole.
Nice. Any luck with that, mate?
Hopefully, there's a back door somewhere. Just go straight out the door.
Just out the window.
Oh fuck!
Connor, do you want to go next?
Hello, I'm Connor. I am now playing a character called Erograve. He's a warforged fighter. Goodbye, Ryan. Yeah, and he's only. I've just changed, so he hasn't been introduced yet. So we're gonna see how that plays out.
We'll meet him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You'll find his pieces. You have to put them together again, like a bad Lego kit.
Just a traveling bounty hunter. That's all he is.
We regained Ryan. We've gained him back. Alright, cool. Brandon, do you want to go next, mate?
I am Brandon. I play Ichabod, a cleric in service to Pelor. I've been travelling with my assistant, Vaughn, and yeah, we've wandered upon him.
Nice. Ben, your last, mate? Any word from Ben? Come in, Commander Ben. This is ground control.
He deafened himself.
Hello.
No,
I was still mute.
Hey, he's here.
Yeah, I'm playing Skull, a level 3 druid, and yeah, he's just on the run. He has a big bounty on him, and he decided to try and find somewhere else. And Barovia swallowed him up.
Crimes he didn't commit, or crimes he did commit?
Crimes he didn't commit.
Nice. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't intentionally commit that crime.
Okay, nice. The old legal technicality.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so let's slide you guys back to last week's map. You guys can't see the map, obviously, but the players can. That's fine. I've got to take myself to the map.
You missed the bit where we killed that kid.
Which kid?
The priest kid. The kid that was the priest.
Boy. Yeah.
And we
You killed
murdered him.
Doru the vampire.
Yeah.
I want it on record. I did
no.
no damage. So I didn't do anything to him, you know.
Yeah.
I've done more damage to you guys. So if anything, I was on his side.
Yeah, you helped him. Good work,
No,
mate.
you did try and help him. You did try and help him. Try and help fucking Ronan.
I mean, I tried to help, but I done more. Yeah, it's don't worry
That
about
must
it.
be good. Where did Brandon's space go? Don't know. Off the face
On
of
that
it.
outline.
Right, well, let's hope he can still hear us in cloud forward. You guys see the map all right there?
Yeah.
Looks good.
So we open the scene here on the old ruined church of the village of Barovia. It's completely obliterated. The pews demolished. A lot of the stained glass has been smashed out. Some of it still stands, and what you can see is impressive, but a lot of it is ruined. The few rooms you have explored, there are a few closed doors around the place that you haven't explored yet, but the few rooms you have looked in look utterly destroyed. You found a trapdoor that was chained closed, but other than that, there isn't much that's interesting around you. Of course, you come here on a specific mission. You are here to help bury the old mayor, the old burgomaster of the village. You logged him over here on a wonky cart covered with some tarpaulin and scented with like roses and apples. That seemed to work. You guys weren't torn apart by vicious wolves like you thought you would be. So far so good. Yeah, all that leaves now is Ichabod last week promised our two townsfolk. Let me get their stuff up again. Ismark and Irina, the brother and sister duo, that he would do a ceremony and bury their father.
Yeah, because they saw that the priest was a bit mad, so they were like, "Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
do."
he sort of broke down, right? The
Yeah.
plan was originally to have the old priest do the service, but on the death of his son, he lost all control, broke down into a mad, crying, shambling mess.
Hmm.
He actually ran over here into one of the back
Yeah.
rooms. So that leaves us with you guys. I mean, are you planning to do the ceremony now? Obviously, Irina and her brother are both here with you in the church. Do you plan on?
It might worth having a quick rest.
Like a short rest?
Literally just like, yeah, short rest. We've just been a fight like 22 seconds ago.
Yeah. Feel free to take a short rest. Have a sit down in what remains of the pews. Don't forget you've only been awake for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we can do then is we can prep while we're resting, plan where the body's going to go, just in case we do get.
There is a dugout plot you can see out of these back windows, prepped and ready for the body and the coffin.
Okay.
You don't think the plot was dug for that coffin, but there's a dugout plot that
Okay.
had been abandoned at some point, so why not use it?
Is anyone else against having a quick short rest?
Yeah, I'll be fine for it.
I mean, I could certainly go for a little sit down.
He
Take a little
technically
evening
died.
Yeah, technically you were dropped dead last week, right?
Yes, and I still have a gaping hole in my head.
Your mouth, that's your mouth, don't worry about that.
That is. That's alright, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah, your whole face is swollen up and you were bitten by a vampire last week.
I'm gonna make a.
Repercussions of that we are
Sucked
yet to
to
see.
dry.
I'm gonna come over here and like brush off a bit of like of the seeing and sort of. Ichabod, you
Brush off
wanna
what?
sit down for a few minutes just to rest that face?
Yeah, you know what? That does seem like a good idea. Yeah, I do. I move over towards the clearing, and I sit down.
Just on the rubble, on the cold ground.
No, I brushed off the chair, sort of like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're on like.
Sort
But is it bit of
Sit on the broken bit of the pew.
All right, yeah. There's like a bit of pew left, and you sort of perched
Yeah.
on it.
Whoops.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna use. Are we resting?
It was what, short rest in it, technically?
I want to sit on the coffin.
Okay, that's nice.
Leon's dying. Leon is going frame by frame.
I'm in slow mo.
He'll catch up in a bit.
Facebook's
Guys,
messaging.
just imagine what happens in the room.
Yeah,
Not much. You guys are sitting. How's that better?
nah, not really, but we can hear you.
All right, good. Yeah, just close your eyes and imagine it. Use your imaginations.
I'll go on the
Yeah,
doorstep.
you guys are short resting. You're all short resting.
Yeah, instead of staying in the church, I'll go on the doorstep outside. So I'm actually outside.
All right, yeah. So take
And
a
then
take a
I'll
sit on the doorstep.
have a little prayer to Saloon, making sure the moon's out, not the sun. Fuck.
That's the opposition. That's the enemy.
Gain him back my strength.
She's looking for any
I'm gonna roll.
sun worshippers so he can knock them in the face.
I'm gonna roll two d8s to get some health back.
Yeah,
That is 8.
Anyone that's resting, go ahead and roll some hit
Yeah,
dice
I
to get some of those
will.
health back.
I didn't get hit once. I reckon, but
I don't think
Oh,
I
well.
will it either.
Bloody
it
good
was
for you.
It's right for some, isn't it?
Oh,
I will get my spells back though.
I got
Excellent.
my spell back as well.
Accidentally took damage.
Can Leon, can Brandon even regain his hit point as just a long rest for that?
Oh.
About one.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that actually, yeah.
So I'm
he-
stuck at one. hit
He
point.
can, with the help of a healer.
I am a healer.
Okay, so make some medicine checks. Or have you got a healing pool, or is that the rather class?
I've got a healing hand. I've got like healing hands, healing pool that I can use.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can use some healing dice or some hit pool regen stuff to bump his max back up.
Let me have a little look. Look,
I
see,
get my spell slots back, I think, Willie.
I haven't got any left.
Do you gain on a short rest or anything or not?
Don't.
Well,
I
I
think
don't know
it's a
what the
long
effects
rest.
of what. I don't know how what happened to me has affected that. I'm not too.
So yeah, you can't regain hit points without medical attention unless you long rest.
Unless I long rest. Okay.
So you could long rest and it will set you back up. But if you
Yeah.
want heals now, you'll need medical attention. You're going to provide that to yourself because you at least semi-professional.
Yeah.
But you probably need help as the wound is on your own face.
Yeah.
What, in the form of what I can cast on myself.
Yeah,
and
you
it
can
would
cast.
still work. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's magical healing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then in that case, I will. If
Yeah, I only regain them on a long rest.
yeah,
Right.
I will cast Healing Word on myself to try and regain 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Ah, that's a bad roll.
Nice.
God damn it.
Gain 8 health, mate.
Very nice.
Do we
That is 8 times my current health, though, so it's still pretty good.
Oh, that.
do we hear anything from the door that Father Donovan went through?
You hear sobbing and sort of rambling prayer. You catch sort of middle sections of prayer, but
Okay.
difficult to work out what the hell he's talking about.
I will go in front of the door which what's the name called again, Sean? Brandon, sorry? Your little son?
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Vaughan, yeah.
Like Vince Vaughn, but better.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go in front of the door that Vaughn is in front of and sort of open that.
This one here. Yeah, you can open that. Let me.
Is a ranger here?
No, we are yet to meet him. We'll meet him in a second.
Cool.
Spoilers.
That's a secret tool. We'll need later.
What's he building in there?
He's taken a sleep. Okay, yeah, here we go. I found it. An old desk and a chair stand against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors. I will reveal that to you.
Bom, bom, bom,
So there is the desk and the chair, and against the far wall, a cabinet with 4 large doors.
bom. Okay, so I'll open up the doors.
Right here.
Bees! Bees!
There's beasts in here. For its size, the wooden cabinet contains very little. There's a tinderbox, a wooden box full of candles, and 2 well-used books. The first one is Hymns to the Dawn, and the second one is The Blade.
Is that what's in it?
That's all that's in the cupboard.
Okay.
Tinderbox, crate of candles. You're talking like 30 candles. It's like an industrial crate of candles, and
Okay.
the two books. The candles are dusty. Clearly, they were bought a long time ago and tucked away, never used.
Alright, I'll grab the candles. It might be useful later.
All right. Yeah, stick it on your character sheet.
And then I'll
But it is
go...
quite a heavy crate. So short of taking the candles out of the crate, otherwise
Yeah,
you've
I'll
got
take
to
the
carry
candle
the
out,
crate.
I'll take the candles out. And I'll pick up the holy symbol. Do I recognise it at all?
You recognise it as the holy symbol that Ichabod found earlier in our campaign.
Okay. So, knowing a bit about vampires, I guess religious symbols might hurt them. Just off a guess that he, like,
Make
what he might
you
have
think
thought.
you're probably right, but make a history check or a religion check.
Okay, I have...
So far, you've seen that is true, but whether or not that applies to the whole grouping,
That's fine. I'll do a history check, 'cause it's a bit higher. 18.
you know that maybe some of the weaker ones will be susceptible to that, but anything too strong will be at least resistant to that.
Okay.
It's
Well-
it's more about the belief you hold in the item, not the the item in itself.
Okay. So I'll take this outside and I'll bring it to Ronan and ask him, would you need us? He's gone. He's back.
He's back. He comes out of the mists. The man reborn.
I asked. Sean.
Hello.
Yeah. So I found a holy symbol of. What's it called?
It is
That
the symbol
was
of the Morning Lord.
Morning Lord. I'm offering to say, do you need this? I think it's good against these vampire creatures.
The Morning Lord. Do we know that one? Is it the one that we found earlier?
Yeah,
They
it's the
would
one that
be,
Ichabod found.
I mean, yeah, sure. I can take off your possession if you want. If you don't
just
need it.
might help us. Oh.
You do know the
apparently-
symbol is only carved out of wood from carrying it.
Yeah.
Quite light, but it's well crafted.
Yeah,
How
sure.
many candles
I'll
do I have, sorry, Connie?
see if I can get some insight
You
later.
have 30.
30.
That's a fucking lot of candles in your pockets, is.
Boy, mate. If I get set alight, I'll be lit forever.
You turn to look at him, and his mouth's got 4 candles in it. Got no pocket stuff.
Dynamite must be some sort of candle. Keep
Yeah,
going.
I could ask maybe, like later on if Saloon knows anything about it more. Or-
Yeah, try to contact your
Yeah,
deity,
see if that does it. But later on,
the old god phone.
But yeah, I guess
Okay,
I'll take up the.
Has anyone else got any resting things they want to do? Don't forget this rest is an hour long.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on the coffin, just
Tasty.
emptying sand out of my boots again.
All right, nice.
Um,
Big respect.
yeah.
Big respect for the family.
yeah, I mean, they don't say anything. They don't say anything. I'm just going to carry on sitting here.
They're sort of shooting you dodgy looks, like, why is this guy disrespecting our dead father? But they also don't want to, they don't trust you. You look like the sort of guy that's been up to no good, and the interactions they've had with you so far lead them to believe that is true.
Well, after they shoot me that look, I'm going to lie down fully on it, just so like I'm taking up the whole length.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to know him anything. Give me their looks, mate.
So Ismark is gonna turn to Ichabod and be like, "Is your friend okay? He's laying on the coffin."
Well,
Look, I'm
I wouldn't
thankful for
say
your
he's my
help. and
friend
everything.
so much. Oi, Skull, get off the coffin, man.
But why? It's a perfectly good sitting place.
Beck, it's their father. Get off.
Oh, so sorry. Cultural differences. When you're dead in my culture, you're dead. It's you're not about. It's not really an issue. I offer my apologies, and then I step off.
They sort of nod quickly and then turn away from you.
Oh, well.
Strange. Kadik will pull out the pack of cards while we're resting. Have like a look through them, like he'll just be like, "What?" Because he's curious what this is, and he's just like.
So the one card you had revealed to you earlier, it stands out, but the rest are a standard pack of playing cards. It seems
Okay.
like this card was mixed up in the wrong deck at some point.
If I didn't know Arcana, would I be able to find out the school of magic, or is that only for identify?
You can do it on Arcana.
I didn't know Arcana. Let's have a guy. 20, 19.
So you're not going to sense any magic coming off of the cards or the single card,
Mhm.
but there is the sort of footprint, the fingerprint of previous divination magic. This card's been used in so much divination that it's left an echo of its power on the card, although the card in itself has no magical ability.
Strange. Okay. He'll put it back in his pocket and he seems a little bit more careful now, so he'll probably put it in a far pouch, make sure not that no one can get to it, but more it can't be disturbed. Does that make sense?
Okay, so coming to the end of our short rest then, you guys feel a little bit better. Some of you have gained a little bit of health, some of you more than others. Some of you have recuperated some of your arcane abilities. Again, some of you more than others. And after a while, Ismark's going to stand up and sort of dust off his hands and turn to you, Ichabod, and he's like, I think it's time to get this show on the road, as it were. I don't think any more time spent in this creepy old building is going to be worth it.
No, I think you're right. And I sort of achingly, but still quite stern, stand to my feet. Right, everyone, gather around.
Hello?
So yeah, Rowan, is it Rowan or
Yeah.
Ronan?
Ronan.
Ronan.
Yeah.
Like the samurai type thing.
No W.
Oh yeah, like 47.
Ronan. Yeah, 47 Ronan.
Okay, so yeah, you can hear him echoing behind you,
Yeah.
calling everyone together.
We'll have to find a little patch outside, won't we?
Yeah, so out of these windows here, there used to be stained glass, although most of the glass has been smashed through at some point. You can see that somewhere in the far distance there is a plot that's already empty.
Alright, I'll go over to the coffin then, and I'll just grab one side of it and wait for someone else to grab the
Yeah.
other one.
Ismark will go ahead and do his best to make sure he's the one holding the coffin.
Yeah.
I will head towards the window and then use my ability to sense undead within
yeah,
60
sure.
feet.
60 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet. Any undead, and I know the location of them.
There is undead behind you.
How far?
Confirm.
What direction?
We sensed undead in that small room that we never explored, didn't we?
You sense undead towards the two empty, or the two unopened rooms, not
Yeah.
empty. There's stuff in there, mostly undead
Okay.
beings.
I will. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna walk towards the 2 doors.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit right in the middle and then do it again. See what direction, which door is in.
Feels like it's coming north of you now.
Where the Father Dolan went.
Room C. Well, it's coming from north, so whatever you divine that to be.
That way, yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll use that. Can you see my coming from north that way?
Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna
What's up,
go.
Rodrigo? What's up?
There's I sense I'm dead in here. I'm gonna knock on the door. Father.
You hear? Yes, praise.
Alright. If I open, do you want to go in?
Sure.
Alright. And then on the count of 3, I'll open the doors. You ready?
Sure. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And then I open the door.
Okay, so how you open it? You doing the old breach and clear, or are you just doing sort of a quick open with your hand?
Quick open with my hand. Wait, which way does it swing? Towards me or towards the room?
In, just in.
Alright, well, I guess I'll ping it open, wait for him to go in, and then follow behind.
I'll prepare
so
Eldritch Blast
inside-
behind my back. Sorry.
Okay, so inside you see a quivering man holding a loaded crossbow, sort of sweating and half sobbing, sitting on the single bed that lies in the center of the room. This is clearly a bedroom. It looks like probably Donovan's bedroom. Sorry. There's the wooden bed with a straw mattress and an old table. On the headboard of the bed is another one of those holy symbols, but there is like basically nothing else in here of any interest to you, other than the man with a crossbow sitting on the bed.
Father, don't. Father, please.
He looks almost inconsolable. He looks like he's lost coherency and like presence of mind. He's not seeing what you're seeing. It looks like.
Okay, I'll stand in the middle of the doorway and sort of like, Father Donovan.
He stares through you like a window.
Father, we wish for your help, if you don't mind.
Again, no answer. He looks 1,000 miles away.
I understand what it is to lose. I have lost more than many. But we continue on, in spite of that, for others. Father, you could help us, if you would. I understand that what has happened today is heartbreaking, but please do not risk yourself for what could be helpful for others.
He sets the crossbow down on the bed, but it is still pointing in your direction. And from a small pouch on his rope belt, he takes something very small in his hand. You didn't quite see what it was, and then he holds his hand out, closed and sort of fisted, fingers down like this, out towards you, as if to offer it to you.
I'll walk towards him slowly and sort of offer my hand out.
He places a small, places a gold piece on your coin, slightly bigger than a standard gold piece. On the gold piece is the etching, the profile of a striking man. You don't recognize him. And turning it over, a large X has been scratched into one side. You're busy looking at this coin when Father Donovan once again takes up the crossbow in hand.
Wait, what is... Father, what is this?
He looks again like he doesn't even hear you, doesn't even notice you're there.
Will you please help us? I beg you.
Not even a response, not even a twitch in the eyes. You fully believe he doesn't know what you're saying. He doesn't even register you as being in the room anymore.
Am I sensing any magic from the coin at all?
No.
I'm gonna turn and look towards Skult.
Hello.
Sort of just give him a face of like what to do now, sort of.
This man doesn't look like he's all here. I'm sure you can sense that as well. But does he want to be here in a sense?
I don't know. I think we should leave him alone though. I'm gonna poke my head out and look towards Caddy.
Who is Caddy?
Caddy.
I've nicknamed you Caddy now, lad.
Caddy.
I don't know if I accept that.
Can you pass me the driver, please?
Look towards Caddick. And sort of like give him a nod of come here for a second.
Caddy was step over. Yes.
I'm gonna do a small whisper, sort of whisper and be like, "This man, I believe, wishes to kill himself. Can you help me, just to talk him out of it, at least?"
Kill him.
What is this?
Out of everyone, why would you go to me?
Well, you're the closest one, I think. The most-
Caddick will step forward and go to the gentleman. He'll look at him, and I guess I see what.
Hang on,
you
wait.
explained.
So, whilst you Skulls, which way are you facing?
Well, I'm facing towards the next door now because I've lost interest in this one.
Okay, so by the time you guys turn back, there is nothing but a dead body laying in this room.
Wait.
Well, that's sorted
that
then,
room.
isn't it?
This room. Yeah, so you turn back and there is the man who you know is Father Donovan is draped over his bed, a crossbow discarded by his side, and the sweet-smelling ichor of death wafting through the open door.
Well,
I
I
will-
guess
Wait,
we don't need to worry about
Did
that.
we hear a crossbow, like, loose a bolt?
You couldn't presume you might have missed it. The bolt is missing from the crossbow, but whether or not you heard it.
Yeah, I didn't know because I'm not in the room, so I don't
Is
know.
it-
I will
Is the arrow lodged in his head?
You can't see his head. It's draped over the back of the bed. If you walk round, you can take a look.
Yeah, I guess I'll
Strange. Yeah, we'll both walk around, I guess.
yeah.
The arrow is lodged in his head. The bolt, I should say.
Well, maybe it's for the best, he was suffering and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. I'll lift the body up and sort of close his eyes.
Okay. You set him on the bed, or
Yeah.
okay, cool.
I would suggest cremation, just so he doesn't come back.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know how that works. I don't know. Does he come back?
Well, the logistics stuff.
Yeah. What is death?
When you don't come
Information
back,
the name of the
like he's on holiday.
Wait,
he
is
come
the
back?
room made out of stone or is it wood?
What's that? Sorry, mate.
Is the whole house, like the room that we're in, all made of stone or is it wood?
It's a mix. The walls and like large outside structures are all stone, worn stone, mossy, sort of like mossy cobble, but nicer. The internals, like the floorboarding, the rafters, any internal structure, is all wood. So if you start a fire here, it
Yeah,
will quickly
that's-
consume. the
I will
entire
not do
inside
that.
Of the church.
Forget I suggested that. I'm not suggesting that.
The fire's spreading.
I imagine while all this was going on, me
Where have
and
I seen this?
me and the other guy was going to be dragging out the body.
Yeah. Okay. So you You and Ismark move
Ismark.
to take the body. You're dragging the body. You
Well,
put it back
no,
in
the
coffin.
coffin. I'll put it back in, and then I'll take the coffin.
Oh yeah, put it back in. Nail it down just in case. Then take it outside politely.
We'll leave him here.
So yeah, you guys go through. There's a small door at the back of this little half circle here,
Yeah, nice.
and you guys exit out into the spooky night, which is how it's described on the newscast.
Is it thriller levels of spooky?
Not quite, mate. Not quite.
Oh,
It's the fat version from.
just eat it.
It's that level of spooky.
No, nice.
I'm having a whale of a time then.
Am I right to open this door if nothing?
Yeah,
else happens?
Irina's going to stop at the door and sort of wait for the rest of you. But yes, you can very well open that door, my good fellow.
Uh-huh.
Let me just find the open door button. Oh, here it is.
Bing.
On. This dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's head is a wooden holy symbol. So this is another bedroom, although this one is almost utterly barren. Just the bed and the holy symbol mounted into its headboard, and a thick layer of dusting is all that you notice in here.
Can I do a perception check on the dusting or anything to see if anything's been moved recently or anything like that?
Yeah, crack on. Or you can do an investigation or perception, whichever you like.
I'll probably go for perception. That's probably higher. Yeah, I got 20.
Yeah, so you know that you are the first person to touch this room in what's probably months, maybe a year. There's a thick layer of dust, and nothing's moved. You can see now that you've disturbed these swirling rifts of dust particles, but you know that no one else has been here but you for a very long time.
I'm gonna flip the bed, like ransack the place, see if I can find anything, then leave.
The old dusty bed treasure trick.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Like anything else in the room, I'll look and just ransack
So
it.
you rummage, you flip the bed, lift the mattress, and there's a lot more dust in the air, but you don't find anything of value.
Ah, shit.
Unless you
alright.
value dust.
I mean, dust is good.
Dust make me
Dust
Especially when
sad.
it's one of those little bunnies.
But I have
Nice,
asthma,
yeah.
so I'm now dead.
Yeah, that's a crit miss, you know.
Right. Well, I think if there's nothing else, I guess we'll just leave Father Donovan. Not really much we can do with him.
Yeah, that's fair.
As
okay, so-
they're coming out, I flag them down and just ask, how's he doing in there?
Splendid. You've got a bit of
He's
a
all
headache,
right.
though.
He's,
I'm going to insight that, because that was a weird thing to say.
No, he's dead.
He's dead? What do you mean?
Shot himself in the head.
What, in front of you?
No, as we turned away and we turned back, and then he is already dead.
Wait. Shot himself in the head with what?
A crossbow.
Crossbow.
40
You just
cal.
let him keep a crossbow?
I'm telling you now, I was not involved until
No, no,
Rodrigo dragged me in. Yeah. Seems so.
What are you arguing about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And I go forward and I close the door quickly. Come on, look. We've got gas.
Let's get out of here. The longer we spend in this creepy ass place, the more I get chills up my spine.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
Let's
go.
bury Dad and get out of here. Come on.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So I guess we all make for the
Make like a banana
graveyard.
and split.
Make like a banana.
Straight into the safety of the churchyard.
Feel so safe.
That don't make me feel so safe.
Church
If
always.
there are walls, used to make me feel so.
Stay close to the wall.
How am I way, Clutter?
You dead traitor! Out of my way! We're all thieves and binds now, horse thief.
We're all brothers in binds now.
That was
That's
the
it.
one.
That's it. I couldn't remember.
Ancient memes coming up there.
Ancient me.
Bring back
Archaeological
2011.
memes. You guys seeing the right map now?
Yeah.
See
the updated
oh, yeah,
icons?
there we go.
Custom made icons.
Living the dream,
That split
baby.
second of screaming.
Wait, so
Please tell me you heard the split second of screaming.
yes,
That'll
yeah.
be. That'll be.
Which was like slightly breaking down.
So the church isn't this building, is it? It's like out of view.
No, sorry, I will reveal more.
Just imagine you got this huge
Whoa, it's small.
as soon as you walk out the door.
Here, oh, fuck, that's not one. Bop.
Oh,
Wow, less letters now.
No. I didn't walk this far into the graveyard. I want to be by the door and slowly creeping my way up.
Oh, alright. You guys aren't going to the grave?
I mean, I'd be.
No, I would.
There in a minute.
I'd follow the
Yeah.
coffin all the way up towards the.
Yeah, that's what I presume.
Yeah.
If you, move now if you have
already
any
done
other
plot.
plan.
I'm carrying it with old Ismac matey boy.
Yeah.
I will. As soon as I get to the place, I'll cast the Detect Undead again for 60 feet.
You do feel undead this time. So yeah, sort of to the north again. Where are you? I see you there. So yeah, we open up into a large and very overgrown graveyard. You can see that this. Here, I'll reveal a little more. This graveyard goes on for quite a while.
Mine.
And there's a lot of people buried here. A lot of generations have been, buried in these hallowed grounds. You do feel undead coming from the north. So well, northwestish.
Okay.
But that is it.
Okay.
What was the name of the father? The man we're burying?
That's a good question, mate.
Antonovich. Wasn't it?
I could well be, yeah.
No, it's Koland in Donovich. That's what.
Colon.
Colon.
Koland.
I gotta bury my colon.
Oh, God.
Kolyan. That's what I think we would give told.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, we
I
can
mean, everyone
a-
was
I
like,
think
that's
that's right.
his dad.
I will double check.
we can ask them.
What's your dad?
What's your dad's name again? Who is your father?
Oh no, I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Does it begin with an A?
Hey, Leon, how tall is this thing to the left of me?
hang on. I'm only going to
10
look at
feet,
one
mate.
thing at once.
Oh shit.
You're gonna climb a crypt?
Yeah. I'm gonna sit on
It's
top of it
done,
where it's
mate.
safe.
Okay, boy.
I'm
Michael
gonna go-
Jackson.
Why does everything just refer to him as Burgomaster? What's his real name? Tell me your secrets, book.
My father's name is Burgermaster.
I'm sorry for asking.
And I am
Why didn't you
for a
just
pound of
remember
that.
for the both of us?
You said to me last session it was Koland in Dovonovich. That's what you said that it's their dad. Because I found
Sure.
out with Irene and Koland Idonovich.
Yes, it is Koilan Indrovich.
Do I get points for remembering?
No.
Oh, wait, what?
So it's how's that pronounced? Coiland.
Koilan.
Coiland.
However you want, mate. You're burying him.
It's bar to you. They're the rules if you're burying your name.
He's Tom to me.
You know, Tom. Loved him like a father.
So right now we're stood.
Yeah. So that's
Just
Ben.
in
What were
this
you saying?
open
Just before
plot.
we cut back. Ben,
Oh, yeah, so,
into the. So you lose track of Skult as he disappears into the graveyard.
That's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
well.
yeah.
He was
Fair
not
enough.
this brave earlier when he was fighting the vampire.
This building.
Brave enough, you
This
whippersnapper.
structure's probably 11, 12 foot tall.
Can I possibly climb that?
You can make an athletics or an acrobatics check to try.
Dope.
Crit ones falls straight in a gravestone and breaks his neck.
Tombstone power driver.
It's like some Family Guy shit.
I'm gonna take acrobatics. Boop.
Do it. Backflip your way. 10.
Got a 14.
Alright. Yeah, so you scramble a little way up, and then do a little hop and a grab, and you climb on. But you quickly notice the roof of this structure very thin, and so you know that moving around top of it too much will become more dangerous as time goes on.
Alright, well, I'll just
Maybe
sit
just
on
sit
the
on
edge
the
like that.
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
He's gonna kill us.
Sit on the edge like a gargoyle.
Wait a minute. It's a full circle.
And I get
Yeah,
squashed
first
by
damage.
Grud, and now I'm Grud again.
Yeah.
I ain't changing the drawing.
Yeah, good shout, good shout. Okay, so I've
What?
just mind blanked. What was fucking Ichabod? Are you how are you gonna do this ceremony? What is your plan?
Well, have they begun to lower the coffin?
The coffin
Into
is
the
sort
ground.
of it's sat in the bottom of the grave
I
now.
was going to say, because I ain't got any lowering devices, so it's just like a...
Yeah.
Jump in and
I mean,
breaks.
no, we've got rope between us. We could create some sort of just slower leverage
Yeah.
device.
Okay. So
Okay.
you lower him down, and then sort of tug your rope until it comes out. I
Yeah,
guess.
I want my rope.
Yeah.
And then
Alright,
you get your
I'll be back
sloppy,
in a minute, boys.
your sloppy, dirty.
Right.
What's that?
He'll be back in a minute.
Oh. You
Put
get
the
your sloppy,
coffin
dirty
upside
rope back.
down.
Pardon, sorry.
And he's now sat at the bottom of his eternal resting place.
Is there a shovel
Alright.
nearby?
Yeah, there's a shovel and a pile of dirt very close.
Alright, I guess I'll
No,
look up in the sky and just take a few deep breaths, looking at the moon.
Oh.
Just
I,
in silence for a minute.
That really rung through. I turn to Irina and the brother, and I just say, I'm going to try and keep this somewhat short because circumstances, I feel like they deem it. But have my faith, it will be a proper burial. I will do my best to honour your father's memory.
Thank you. That's all. That's all we can ask.
Right. Everyone, get around.
Should I start putting dirt on as you're doing this?
Yeah, I suppose.
Quicken
Yeah,
it.
we
It'll
don't
quicken
wanna
it up, and then I'll
Yeah,
start.
we don't want to waste
I'll
time.
start
Go on, get him
digging.
in the
I'll
ground.
start digging it.
I'll spend this whole time like watching around, keeping a lookout,
Um,
make sure no one comes up on us.
Yeah.
I'll cast
Make a
Hail
perception check,
Bolt in hopes it'll be
Yep.
force damage.
Yeah. So whilst I'm
10.
saying these, I will be performing ceremony, the spell.
Okay. What does the ceremony spell actually do?
I'll be doing a funeral rite, which means for the next 7 days, the body in question cannot be raised as undead.
Very cool. Very
Nice.
nice.
Is there anything else?
I'll also use abilities every so often as well.
Did we?
My Detect Undead ability.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do we know how he died? Did we find that out?
You can ask. You don't currently know.
I'll do it afterwards.
The only
Seems
thing
appropriate,
permitting
doesn't it?
being a wish spell. Someone can wish him undead.
Funnily enough, mate, guess what I've got?
Off and old way. Yeah, so I call everyone round. Good evening. You all know me. I'm Ichabod. We are here today to honour the memory of Coilan, the father and leader of this humble village for some time, I did not know him myself, but I've heard good, honourable things. The Morning Lord teaches us that to not dwell on death, for it is a sign of things to come, rebirth, the opportunity for new life. And with that in mind, I feel as though we should not be dwelling on the situation at hand. We all have good, fond memories of those alive, and it's good to keep those with us. But we don't want to
I'm
hang
gonna
on.
Pause you there for a second, Nicobod.
Yes.
Everyone's dead.
I look up. I'm by myself. I'm at the wrong grave.
You know, so Rodrigo, your perception check. You notice now, although it took you a little while to notice, that the fog in the distance is creeping closer and closer.
Stab it.
The fog's getting closer. Speed things up. I don't like it.
Oh, sorry. So we inter the body in question
Just
for an
like a
eternal
shot.
slumber. And you're for coming. May the Morning Lord watch over his soul. Right. Well, I hope that was to your satisfaction. I turn to the other two.
That was very kind of you. If you don't mind, I have a few things I would like to say.
I mean, the ceremony is normally quite official. No, of course, I'm only joking. Sorry, bit dark humour there.
Irina walks over to the foot of the coffin, takes a handful of the dirt from your shovel there, and scatters it on the grave. She doesn't eat it. She kneels down, dropping the dirt in, and you can hear it rattle off the coffin. It's like a hollow thud as it skitters off the top of it. You can hear her very, very slightly. You feel like maybe she's saying this mostly for herself. She says, "I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Everything here is turned on its head. And just when we need you the most, you go and leave us." And she takes another handful, scatters it gently on the top, turns, walks away, joins her brother, who takes her sort of in his arms and tries his best to, make her feel as best as she can in a very difficult scenario. It's only then that you notice the fog has crawled quite close indeed. The fog now creeps in. You can only just see
That
skull.
square. Oh, it's gone now.
Oh yeah, you just see that square over there.
Skull.
Skull. You can see the top of Skull's head over, on top of the other structures here, but the edge of the mist is crawling up on him quite quickly. You start to look around in panic, maybe in a bit concerned. Rodrigo, I guess you would draw this up to the party.
Yeah, well, I did say before they would have saw it coming, but we should head back inside quickly.
So you finish saying, "Let's get back inside."
Yeah.
You hear the single bell of the church begin to ring. It rings 3 times and then stops. A chorus of crows sitting across the top of the roof begin to screech and caw in desperation at you. Their throats sounding raspy and raw as they call out over and over, caw, caw, until they can barely call anymore. There are things moving in the mist now.
I
But you
have
can't
magical
quite
darkness. Does
work
that
out
help?
what
Does
they
that
are.
help or not?
What's that?
I have magical dark. I can see from magical darkness. Does that count or not?
It is fog and not darkness, so it doesn't
Okay,
count.
it's fine. Okay.
Should we wait for
Are
Benny
are
boy.
they in front of the church?
No,
These things
they
that you
are.
see?
I have
They're out
Oh, there
amongst
is.
the fog.
They're out amongst the fog, although you do notice the inside of the church is filled with this fog. It seems whatever the fog is, it has seeped through the open windows, the blown out doors of the church.
I try and lead Vaughn to just sort of try and scramble up onto something, some sort of
Can
roof.
Fog
Can't
only,
even start digging his own grave.
fog only
I,
works prospectively. I mean, if you walk over to there, the fog would be at the same distance away from you.
We're safe.
That's how fog,
Wait,
that's how
wait, did you say
normal
it was
fogs
fog?
work. Yeah, it's
That's
surrounded
how
us.
normal fogs work, yeah.
I'm gonna cast
Oh,
Eldritch
I can-
Blast as like a.
Fuck it into the bush.
No, I'm gonna cast like a bright purple blue and sort of spray it just randomly into the fog. See what I can see. If it shows anything.
Alright. So, it hits where the fog gets thick here.
Yeah.
Skips off of the edge of what might be a tombstone or something. I bet you,
Mhm.
you see it disappears into the fog.
Sweet.
Do I see anything-
Tombstone went. Ah!
I'll say as the as
Does
the
it
fog.
illuminate anything?
Very little, like an explosion underwater. You see the change of color in the fog, but not too much. Maybe the silhouette of a few tombstones, but nothing much more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can pop a level 2 if you guys want. I got a gust of wind, but you know.
There was a lot of smoke.
From what we know about the fog, it's not really worth trying to do anything to combat it.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
very far away. now.
Well, I did.
Scout, come here.
Why?
Why? What's going on?
The
What's
fog is
around you?
dangerously close to you.
Alright, so wait, am I surrounded in fog as well? I missed a bit of it, sorry.
Yeah, the
Where-
fog-
You
what's going on?
you are just at the edge of the fog on the map. Then
Oh,
You're
okay, so
getting
I can
closer.
see it. So looking in, there's a lot of fog.
there's a lot of fog here,
Oh,
so much
okay.
that you can't see anymore.
Alright, well, hopping down and moving away from the fog of death.
As the fog rolls in over the top of us, I'll like see that the moon's disappearing, and I'll like use the last of its kind of energy and influence to do guidance on someone. Whoever's closer to me, I'd say
Either Caddick or
yeah, I'll go Ichabod.
Irene.
I'll go Ichabod. Actually, yeah, Irene.
Further.
Yeah, go on, I'll do Irene.
I'll quickly cast this power as well to detect undead.
I didn't hear you. What?
Detect undead anywhere nearby,
Where are
within
you?
60 feet.
There is undead northwest still.
Okay, so nothing's changed.
They,
Um,
that guidance just gives her a D4 to one ability roll.
You do that on Irina.
Yeah.
Irina? Is that
Yeah.
Irina.
Yeah, you do.
Irina. Well, what do we do now?
Well, the last time this happened, we got jumped by a pack of wolves, so have your wits about you.
You say pack of
again-
wolves, and as you finish saying the word wolf,
Wait, I want to cast you, lady.
of a
Oh.
pack of wolves start to ripple all around you. So every direction you hear the sharp howls of a wolf, and as you
Can I-
do, the crows start to flutter and fly in fear, scared away by these sharp howls. Before anyone does anything, I forgot the name of your partner, Brandon.
Vaughn.
I
Vaughn.
need to write that down.
You see Vaughn again looking into the fog as he did on the way into the Barovia. He's pointing at something, and whilst at first you don't make it out, now you can see what looks to be the shape of a man riding a horse coming down this. There's a row of tombstones and graves, raised graves here, and coming down that row, you see the shape of a man on a very large horse, coming slowly
I-
towards you.
Pull
You have to
Vaughn behind me. I sort of like trying to body block him and get in
Yeah,
front of
okay.
him.
So make
You
that
said the
maneuver now,
sword,
then.
Ronan.
Hello?
The sword I gave you, silver sword. You still have the silver sword I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn to the group and I say, look, there's no escape from this fog. Whatever this thing wants,
I've got an idea.
whether it be to fight, talk, just don't act irrationally. Maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can conversate with.
Yeah.
I say right, conversate, and cast Shillelagh on my wooden
Well,
sword.
I don't think he wants to
Okay.
talk, judged by the wolves and the crows.
You cast Shillelagh, and at the same time, out of this wall of fog, so sharp now is the transition from open air to fog that it stands like a wall, and sort of gripped by its tendrils, this man in a well-fitted dark outfit on a massive and almost demonic-looking horse steps forward, the last of the fog rolling off of his shoulders and tumbling around the horse's powerful feet. He slowly walks the horse up closer. He looks straight at Irina and says, Tatiana, my love, you didn't tell me the funeral was today. I would have made more grand arrangements. You see Irina, at first she recoils in what is mostly shock and a shock of fear slashes across her face. But then a wave of anger and a red hot sort of boiling comes over her face, which again dies down as she seems to lose focus and her face becomes not blissful, but maybe the sort of ignorant that's close to bliss. She starts to walk towards him. You are in the way, Ronan, so I will let you, if you want to try and stop her.
I was going to say, Caddick will probably try to grab her hand as well. I'm just going to walk away.
If I feel her going like towards the mist, I'd put an arm out.
She's walking towards the man on the horse.
I'd put an arm out then, just to like say like, whoa, like
I guess
hold up.
you must be Strahd then.
I did not speak to you. I spoke to Tatiana.
Who is
That's got a
Tatiana?
point.
The man climbed off of his horse and standing, not far from Ronan. He holds out his hand in an introductory sort of handshake way. My good fellow, you are in the way of something I need. It will not do your health well to stay there.
You say need as if it's your property. But what's
You are on my property.
not by choice.
Strange. Why don't you leave? You don't want to be here. Turn and walk away.
I've heard from the locals that that's not advised.
You've been talking to the rabble, have you?
That's what you'll call them.
It's ill advised. Most of these half-wits don't even have souls. You must be careful who you mix with. You look like fine gentlemen. Well, most of you anyway, as he glances over at Rodrigo.
Oof.
Again, I would step out of the way before you become an obstacle.
I'll take a look at Irina.
Yeah.
And I'll just look her in the eyes and just say, what, like, am I getting anything from her? Because she started to walk. So is she like...
She started to walk. She's standing right behind you. She looks you in the eyes and says... She sort of sighs deep and says, "It's okay. It's okay."
Do you want me to... I mean, where's he going to take you, do you know? What's he doing?
It's better this way.
Are you sure?
And she goes to step round you.
I'll do an insight check to make sure. Can I tell? I'll do an Arcana just to see if she's influenced by any kind of third-party things. What? Nah, not very good. More Arcana, I don't think is very good. Plus 0, that's a 9.
You honestly don't know. There is something going on everywhere around you.
Yeah.
It's difficult to pull one thing out from the others. You're focusing on this Arcana, and as you do, the gloved hand of Strahd takes the hand of Irina, and she sort of mostly falls into his grip. And he shields her head, patting the back of her head gently, like a supportive friend. He says, "There, darling, there. Your father was a very wise, a very strong man. He's gone to, shall we say, a better place now. Come with me, darling. You'll be safe with me."
What's the brother doing during this?
He's mostly terrified. Now that she's reached Strahd, he looks to be like he's about to act. He's building up the courage to do something by the looks of it. But he can't quite gather that courage yet.
I try and sort of catch his gaze and give him a
Yeah, you do fairly
look
quickly.
like that,
He'll nod, but he's got his hand on his sword.
I turn to the guy who got off the horse.
Yeah.
And wait, it is our understanding that people can't die here, right? Isn't it? That's what we know. Not. This isn't what I'm saying to him. This is genuinely.
This is out of character. Yeah, your understanding is that you can die, but there are far more often strange things will happen to you before you actually succumb to the grave.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's curious about how Matey died, their dad.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't say anything.
Gentlemen, I thank you for looking after this good lady here. She was clearly in need of help, and you have provided it. You are all good men, good fellows. You have done a very good job here. But the time is late. The hour grows old. We must take our leave. And as he's finished saying that, the brother Ismark, he sort of the edge of his rage boils up now, and he runs forward, trying to squeeze his way past the party. And he's not fully drawn his sword, but it is half out. It's sort of mostly caught in his sheath. The rage of what he's seeing in front of him is diluting his skill and ability, and so he's just sort of bumbling up in an angry charge, and he sort of screams and runs at the guy, and he's saying, "You can't take her, you can't do this," and he goes to make an attack. Does anyone want to do anything before I roll it?
No.
I don't know, really.
He gets a crit and instantly kills Strahd because.
Oh, shit!
Oh, cool. I cast hold person on him,
On the brother.
on the brother.
What's your DC?
The DC is 12.
Rightio. What's the what's the thing? Is it wisdom or constitution?
Someone left.
It is
Right.
Goodbye.
wisdom.
Got a 5. So yeah, he stiffens up, sort of step
Yeah.
by step. He gets stiffer and stiffer until
I
he
just
is
sort of lean forward
floating.
and cast it out as I say, don't. Make it
How
quite
brash. You keep bad company, gentlemen. I thank you, though. You have saved me quite the damage to this fine suit.
While all this confusion and things are going on, can I slip
I missed some of that.
Irene a holy symbol?
Okay, so just to catch you up, Ryan. Ismark ran forward to try and draw his sword at Strahd, but Ichabod caught him with a hold person.
Okay.
You're going to try and slip Irene a holy symbol? Yes, make a...
Yeah, I wanted to just pass her the symbol of Saloon, sorry.
Okay. Where are you putting it on her person, or are you just trying to tuck it into her hand? Like you reverse pickpocket in this sort of style?
Yeah,
or you
if
just
there's
trying to
a
put it...
belt, maybe I'd put it on there, or pocket. But if there isn't, then yeah.
She's got plenty of pouches and plenty of belts that she's got a sword hanging from that you could
Sweet.
tuck it round or tuck it in, loop it through. Sort of thing.
Don't imagine I've got any pluses for a sleight of hand. It's probably under Dex or some shit. Oh, there it is. -1. I got 14.
After casting that and after he just said something, I just turned to him. I don't mean to startle you, Lord. I don't want any harm to befall yourself or this man here. A fight should always be avoided.
So he glances at the hand of Ronan, but doesn't say anything. But then turns his full attention to you, and he says, a man of good words and good honour. A fight, although sometimes necessary, is best avoided. I have myself waged many a battle that should have been avoided. You seem like good men to talk to. You are always welcome up at the castle.
I look around the party, sort of getting a general gist. Does everyone seem a bit more like distrusting of him? What sort of face is everyone pulling towards him?
Well, Grigor look. Sorry.
No, go on.
Yeah. What's the sort of look on everyone's face?
Caddick is more just a concerned look for more her. He's not too really. He's not fussed about this guy, but he's more worried about what's going to happen to her.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know how to chime in. That makes sense. So he's just kind of more visually watching what's going on.
Well, Grigor looks scared. Looking at the guy, he just looks terrified.
Yeah. Thank you for your hospitality, shall we say? But
Think nothing of it.
I must insist, we're strangers in your lands, and without causing offence,
Not to
we
me.
do not mean to be here. We want to get home.
Yes, all in good time. He lifts Tatiana up onto the back of the horse, side saddle, and then he climbs upon it. It looks as if you have your own troubles among you. When you rid yourself of such troubles, come and talk to me. And then he rides, taking Tatiana with him, slowly into the mist, if no one will stop him.
Well, there he's gone.
I'll let you... Well, he's only just in the mist, if you want to do anything.
Fireball, straight to the head.
How do we know where to meet you, friend?
He says, the hounds know where to find you, and it echoes down the, completely through the graveyard as his silhouette vanishes deeper into the mist. Are you still holding the whole person?
I was going to say, the second Strahd, this guy, leaves, Caddick will turn to the brother. He'll grab the sword and pull it out of his hand. He'll probably like chuck it like a distance,
Yeah.
so he won't do anything with it.
The second they're gone,
As you
I
hang on,
would
you'll
release
see.
them.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay, yeah. So as you're releasing, as you're turning, you guys notice that there is a sort of bubbling noise coming from the coffin down in the grave. There is a hot steam broiling up out of it.
I go over to the edge. One
Yeah, I'll go to the edge as well.
is it
It's-
rattling? Is it
it's full of
moving?
dirt.
So much dirt. Yeah. So what you've put, so the dirt that you've put in, you've got maybe a couple of feet left,
Yeah.
but seeping through the bottom of the the floor of the grave is a hot, again like a hot steam that rolls up, and as it contacts your legs, it hurts. Caddick, you feel something grab the sort of edge of your trousers and your boot, and red hot pain spikes up your leg. The area starts to spill out. Any of you that are within 5 feet of the coffin makes dex saving throws.
Including me.
I just said that I went to the
Including
edge.
you,
In middle one, yeah? In middle coffin.
this coffin.
Okay.
Haha, good thing I stood 10 feet away.
I got a 19.
The old safety feat.
Yeah.
nice.
Dex 7 for yeah?
Dex save, yeah.
I got a 13.
I got an
13.
18.
Hey.
Oh.
If I look down, do I see a hand or something?
Hang on.
Do you see? You see a stiff rod.
I'm gonna. No, looking down, you just see like a now sort of 3-inch thick layer of steam. So what did you get? Sorry, Ichabod, you got what?
I got a 19.
Rodrigo, you got a 13.
No, I didn't. Oh, I was looking at thingy's roll. Sorry, I got a
Straight lies.
8.
I was going to say, how the hell is your save a
Yeah,
plus 14?
No, yeah, sorry, I was looking at your roll.
All right, so
Yeah, no, sorry. I got an 8.
I got an 18.
Yeah.
The man with 2 HP got an 8.
Hey, I got 8 HP at the minute.
Alright, yeah, sorry.
Still get me.
Ichabod and Rodrigo, you take 11 damage. Caddick, you take 5. Caddick, you are dragged into the coffin, though.
Oh shit.
The others seem to be, whilst
Shut-
the steam is sort of pooling around them, it is not dragging them. Are
What
you
kind of damage is
unconscious
it?
now?
You'll see probably... Huh?
Or it's burning damage.
I'll burn it.
Burning, okay.
Go on.
Oh, after seeing Ichabod stand there and just go like, Cad, while being dragged in, he'll like try to claw up and stuff, and like he'll probably like start to cast like a firebolt to like push into the ground to like maybe blast.
He
up the
just
ground.
fucking
Yeah,
blows
go
up.
ahead and cast it.
Did he get pushed
Where
back or
did it
anything?
go?
Do you want me to? I'll make a death save throw you.
Make a death saving throw. You make an attack roll. Caddick. What were you saying, Ron?
Is it
Yeah, I'm
like
lucky.
is it continuously going? If I step back, will it stop me from getting the pain or not?
You can step back.
Got one, mate.
Bad news, mate. I got this, fellas. Yeah, so you panic throw this fireball, and it hits the dirt, spitting bits of dirt up, but mostly just chars you. You can see now below the layer of steam, the earth has started to open up, and you are being dragged into a cavity in the ground.
I'll
The
be
last
shouting.
that I can see of Caddick is his hands slip into the wet earth as he disappears deep into the grave.
I mean,
That's gonna go.
I'm just on the floor dead. So
You can hear from within the grave. Now you can hear a rattling, like something hard on the wood of the grave, banging and thumping.
So he's in there.
As you hear that,
d-
Ismark, the brother, scrambles up for his sword, grabs it up and says, "What have you done? You're all traitors. You've cost my sister her life. Do you know what that thing is?" And then he tries to run after.
That coin I was given, is that the same coin?
No one wanna, let me live.
I was gonna say, I was gonna just,
That coin.
I was gonna just, I saw that, Caddick got dragged under, so I'll go to, Ichabod and just, like, grab him, make sure nothing swallows him.
Is the steam still rising? Quickly.
I take some
the
more
steam gone?
safety step back.
What?
Is the steam still rising or is it gone?
It's pooling in that 5-foot radius around the coffin. So if you step into it, Ronan, you have to make a dex saving throw.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Okay.
I've got like.
I will.
Where's Ichabod now?
Dead on the floor.
Dead on the floor.
Got a 14.
You
He's
take.
It was 11,
What?
unless you want to re-roll.
No,
Imar and Ichabod's still like above Vaughn.
take 10 damage.
Has he moved?
Ichabod was here. We didn't move him because he ran to the edge, but didn't run to the edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Well, so Ichabod's not in that zone.
No,
Well,
I
he
was.
is, we just
I
didn't
was.
move his-
I'm unconscious on the floor.
Alright, yeah, I grab him and I just drag him out of this hot fucking steam.
Yeah. Okay. So the two of you shuffle back.
Do you reckon it's been 6 seconds?
Do you
Now you're alright for a second.
Yeah, and
Well,
I'll
you
make...
want
You
medic?
dex saving throw.
Huh?
do you
What's
need
that?
healing?
I mean, I am Oh, right. Okay.
Wanna say,
I
'cause I
failed
can,
my
I,
first
can,
step saving throw.
I can try and
Yeah,
get
what
you
did
over the
you-
medicine.
You failed your first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rattling continues. Ismark runs at the wall of fog. What are the rest of you doing? Skult, what are you doing in the distance there?
I'm just observing, really. Like it's.
Observing
I
the
just saw
breakdown.
him die. Someone got dragged into a grave somewhere. I'm just sort of like
Just taking the back seat.
not liking this whole vibe. Yeah, I'm just
Alright.
making myself prepared for anything that could happen. Say a pack of wolves that Strahd then knew how to find us.
It's a proper vibe
Yeah,
check.
So yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
roll a perception, I guess. Ah, mad. See my shoes.
Both your eyes closed.
His
Difficult to do that.
eyes straight up closed.
Shall I do a medicine on Ichabod?
Yeah, make a medicine.
So I don't actually have any healing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I get a bonus? I think I should, probably. No, I don't, probably. Medicine 0, 15.
Yeah, 15's enough. You stabilize him. He gains 1 hit point, but is unconscious.
That's enough for me.
How long is he out for?
Don't roll
We'll
a
say,
d4 quickly.
yeah, I'll roll it. 4 hours, mate.
Oh!
Can we like
Unless,
slap him awake?
unless we wake him. And
Can we slap him
The
awake?
I'm good.
rattling from the coffin has not stopped, although Ismark has vanished into the mist.
I was going to say, I'll immediately, after I know that he's okay, grab the shovel and that I was using and just dig at this scrabbling noise.
So within a few minutes of digging, you reach the coffin again. Although it is clearly rattling, something is alive within it.
I
I'll
was gonna do
sense...
that, but I thought the steam was still going up. I thought the steam was still
No,
burning.
sorry,
people.
the steam died down. I should have said that. That's me.
Can I... I will use detect celestial undead or fiends. Is there one in this bastard?
No undead in that bastard.
Because I assume it's just Caddick, so I'm just fucking boom, 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 and then I'll fucking
So you do crack open the lid of this.
I'll knock on it and be like,
you
"Who's
can't-
there? Who's down here?"
So, Aranger, you hear a man knock on the coffin you are laying in.
Somebody knocking at the door. Somebody
But
ringing
underneath
the
you,
bell.
you feel the body of something or someone. You are unsure as you are stuffed in this coffin. But there is someone definitely knocking on the lid.
So what? There's someone in the coffin with me as well as someone on top of the lid.
Yep.
Excuse me, yes, I'm in here. Please get me out. There is a dead body with me.
I'll just immediately stop digging. That's about.
Different
Who
voice.
the
You don't
fuck
recognise.
is this?
Excuse me, you still there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Can you get me out, please?
Who are you? Who are you? You don't sound like our friend.
You don't sound like my friend either.
Just fight and talk.
Okay, my
voice sounds familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
I don't know. I can't really hear you in a coffin on the ground.
Look, just open the door. Everyone get ready. Just open the door and we'll be ready for it.
Listen, my name is Aaron
To me on
DeGrave.
the floor.
Aranja. Oh, Aranja! And upon hearing that
Arranger.
name, I
Aaron DeGrave.
run and
Arranger.
try and pry the lid open.
I'm on the lid.
So you scramble
I think
in
it
there.
often-
There are now 2 men in a coffin that should hold one. No, sorry, there are
What
2 men
the
in a grave.
hell
One
is
man in a
going on
coffin
up there?
underneath them.
Is Ichabod up?
Sounds like
Yeah,
they're
is
having
he-
a barn dance on the lid of this coffin now, Arranger.
Y'all
Did you
better
wake
get
me
off
up?
the fucking
I'll
lid.
wake him up.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Okay, so
That's all right.
as you
Bring him up, so-
you wake up, there are
fucking
severe
hell.
burns on your left foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, God. Why me?
there is a-
And I try and scramble up a little bit. I look at Vaughn. Is Vaughn alright?
Vaughn's all right. He's not stopped staring into the misty patch that the strange figure came from.
I shout him. I'm like, Vaughn!
Huh?
Vaughn!
Get me my
Yeah?
ointment.
What are you doing on the floor?
Give me your bloody hand up, will ya?
He rushes over.
I'm right next to him, by the way.
Doesn't
My
want to
God.
touch you though, does he?
It's alright. I've got a boy for these things.
Wait.
Where does Mark go?
He ran off into the fog over there.
You just let him run off. You'll die in there.
I didn't think you were friends. You took his weapon. I thought just leave him, I guess.
You'll stop him from killing himself.
Well, he went that way, and he points at the fog that ripples at the edge of your vision there. Just here.
Well, fuck. I can't do anything about it now, can I? Oh. I turn around. What's going on behind me?
There are
well-
2 fully grown men on a coffin.
I'd be asking Skull how he knows whoever this guy is. How would you
Y'all
know?
really gonna have a conversation with me inside the coffin? Hmm?
Yep.
Tell you what, if I was more of a threat, I would have broken out here. God damn.
How'd you know?
What?
Oh, he's just.
What is this? 20 questions?
He's. Yeah, I'll answer questions after we get him out. Trust me.
Get him
He's,
out.
Do you
he's
not
a
understand
lovely
that there's a
boy.
voice coming from a coffin and nothing is as it seems around here?
Nothing as it seems since the beginning. I was trapped in the car
No.
for like a few hours.
I'm with you, Ronan. Don't let him out.
Yeah, I'm with all of you. I don't know how the hell I got in this coffin. It would be nice to get out the coffin.
No offence, Sculpt, but we've only known you a day.
I'll go I'll say to you, Skull, if you're sure that it's a friend out in the middle of nowhere in a grave, then sure, and then I'll just jump out and let
We
him
met
do
Ben the
it.
first one.
He sounds delightful. Can you let me out now, please?
So you
do,
prying up
do,
the
do you
coffin?
remember that time in? Wait. So do you remember that time we got lost and had to fight off a bunch of badgers with a stick?
What the
fuck are you
hell are
talking
you
about?
talking about, son? Get me out this coffin before I start smashing things, please.
Oh, that's the arranger I know. All right, hold on. And
Starts gasoline in the coffin.
Yeah, I'm getting you out.
yeah, and I pry open the lid if I can.
Yeah. It pops open. Inside the coffin, laying atop the dead burgomaster, there is a strange,
Oh, was that
bedraggled
coffin?
looking warforge. Yeah, it's that
I
coffin.
thought it was a different one. We just fucking
Same coffin, big man.
shit. Oh, I'm glad he ran off.
Got a quick turnaround, exhume your dad.
Your dad's here.
And I offer out my hand.
Yeah, the
Try and help you
second you pry the coffin on and then like, you used to lie in your without the hand. A ranger will like look at you, but shit. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, goddamn. Tell you what, it's a good face to see in a place like this. So, thank you.
Yeah, it's
I guess
quite
the
gloomy.
Right.
scrap out the grave.
I don't understand. Where's Caddick?
Who?
Caddick!
Oh
He
no.
was with me a
Okay.
minute ago before all that happened.